All right, we are ready for some football manager. Let's get things going here. Everything turned on. Come on, camera. You can do it. I believe in you. There we go. For some reason, I probably just need to restart my PC or something, but it's been lagging a little bit as far as setting up the camera whenever I hit the button. We are continuing our run here with Wolfsburg, of course. I think I'm going to do one more season. I might change my mind depending on how the season goes, but I think the plan is to do one more season here and really see if we can continue to get. I want to win the Champions League at least one more time. I would love to have won the Champions League back to back. So that's the reason why I'm trying to debate how I want to do another season after this, if we in fact even win it this year. But because I'd like to feel like we've dominated the Champions League a little bit, just like we've dominated the German league, of course. We have been insane in the German league 5 years in a row. So don't see any reason why that will change this year, although I guess we'll find out once we actually get into it. We've actually pushed the German league reputation up to number 2. So that's pretty cool to see. I doubt we'll ever get number 1. Premier League is pretty dominant overall. But with as much time as we have left, we now in FM25. I mean, I don't want to play this save until FM25. That would be crazy. We'd be in the year 2100 or something insane. But what I'd like to do is finish this off in a satisfactory way. And what I mean by that is just kind of prove that our team that we've built and they've developed is dominant. And then figure out what we're going to do with the next save. A lot of our guys are still extremely young. Extremely young. I mean, can you imagine these guys when they're like 5 years down the road? I mean, this team is going to be insane. It's already insane now, and it's just going to get even better as these guys continue to develop over time, which is the only reason I want to stick with this a little bit, but we'll see. Anyway, all that being said, we are in the middle of the summer, July 3rd. So obviously transfers and things like that going on. In fact, I think we just got all of our new players in. Yeah, we're actually in the Club World Championship. That's right. I remember that now. So we do have PSG coming up in the Club World Championship. So far, we've dominated Club World Championship as it stands, but we do have a semifinal against PSG. That's going to be a tough game here in 4 days. Let me go ahead and go to the squad here, and let's actually make sure that we give these guys a little bit of a rest here, because they have been playing quite a bit lately. Skip over all those guys that are not actually currently on the squad, or currently registered for the squad, I should say. All right, I get all those guys arrested, and obviously we're kind of keeping our eyes open for the transfer stuff as well. We have brought in a few players recently, as we can remember. A bunch of these young players that we've got that, didn't cost us a lot of money. We'll see if they turn into being something at all. 2 of them already back out on loan with their parent clubs. Castro came back, though. Right winger looks like he could be decent, so we'll see what he turns into and whether or not he's going to make the first team squad this year or not. But let's go ahead and get to this PSG game and get things rolling there. I mean, obviously the clubs we've played so far have been pretty easy, so not super concerned about that. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we were planning on loaning you out or selling you or anything in between. Let me load up my spreadsheet or my sheet here just to make sure I remember what we were currently doing. Is that my most recent season? I think so. I mean, I need to make a new one for the new season. But yeah, I don't think we had any plans currently to remove Guilherme from the current running of things. So probably need to figure out if we are going to keep him or not. I mean, with Castro coming in, we do have a good wonder kid over there, right? So, and he's obviously better than Guilherme is right now. So if we do anything, we might just want to get Guilherme out of here. He's obviously 23 years old, so he's not going to get home run at club or anything like that, so we don't have to worry about messing that up. If we get him out of here, it's just a loan, and neither of these clubs is going to be clubs that we immediately play against. Now, they could play against them come, what am I trying to say, come Champions League stuff, but not in our actual league. So yeah, I think we say yes to both of these. Can be recalled. Juventus won't let us recall him. I'm just going to say yes to Tottenham. And we'll say no to Juventus just because of the recall thing. Jurskoven, oh, no, I don't want to sell him. No, mandatory fees, no. We didn't just bring him in just to sell this guy. So Jurskoven is going to stick around. We're going to reject this one straight out. And go from there. Not that we have a lot of space for him over there with Perez and Horvat, to be fair. But I don't really want to get rid of him right away. I think he's going to be worth more money to us eventually. There's Chicho getting a contract. Hussein getting a contract. Barcelona moves on. Newcastle moves on past Inter. All right, Yurt's giving there some loan offers. Now that we might do. All right, because Yurt's giving is currently third string for us. There's no way he's taking the place of Perez or Horvat unless one of them gets injured. Is he homegrown or can he be homegrown? I don't think he can, right? Yeah, he's never going to be homegrown on anything. So loaning him out just to let him develop a little bit more and become worth more is... See, this has got future fees, though. These are optional. I don't know, though. As I sit here and think about it, that's 29. That's basically 30 million worth of fees for a guy. How much did we pay for you? So, I'd like to get more for him. It's good money. Don't get me wrong, but I would like to get more for him than that. So I'm going to say no to all of these, and we'll kind of come back to that. Schumann picking up a pulled ankle ligament. That's unfortunate. I mean, I don't know how serious PSG is going to take this Club World Championship or not. I would hope they take it very seriously, but it's really going to be interesting to see how we play against them coming up here soon. Now, one bad thing about playing a bunch of these games is that obviously we're going to start the season off with guys being a little tired. All right, now we're pushing up to 30, basically almost 40 mil. 40 mil. Oh, this is great. Yeah, I was thinking you're Scuban. I don't think we want to lose Guillermo completely. We paid 13.25. I mean, don't get me wrong, getting 40 mil for a guy is pretty good. But no, I think we're going to say no to this. I'm happy with the loan offer we've already got in for him. Job on your first cup, or not cup, first cap is what I meant to say. Forgot Johnson wanted to be sold. That's unfortunate. All right, let's see what we got. Obviously, we're still kind of playing off of the team from last year. We will take a reassessment of the team here in a bit. Blanco is out at the moment, so Johnson can come in for you. Not Johnson, sorry, Jorgensen comes in for you. Johnson goes into the bench. Alfredo's currently injured. We've got Hussein here, which I don't think is that great, but I guess he's better than nothing sitting over there on the left-hand side. So I guess we'll bring Hussein in here. And we can have more players on the bench. So let's go and bring whoever else we feel like we can bring in here. We'll bring in Chicho. We'll bring in Fall. We'll bring in Neto, since nobody else is registered anyway. Easy choices, unless we want to bring Kuznetsov in here, but for now, I think we're okay. All right, let's go with this team. I don't think there's any reason to change the team. We're going against PSG. We got to play our best players. And this is basically our best team, minus, of course, Jorgensen coming in for Blanco. Do we want to play this game? Was I playing the games at the end of last season? I think we'll play this game. Why not? This is a big game. PSG, let's go ahead and play this one out. We'll probably sim most of the season, especially the Bundesliga side of the season, because we just don't care anymore. But I wouldn't mind playing this game. See what the team can do against a very tough opponent. 91 degrees. It is toasty out there. PSG controlling possession at the moment. Here comes a throw in for PSG. Good takeaway by Farkas. 6 with the ball. He gets it up to Cars. How do you miss that? How do you miss that? What a What a letdown. That should have been like guaranteed easy goal right there. Perez with the corner kick. Nothing, nothing, nothing. And this is going to come up with a big fat 0, aren't we, on this trip? Because Cars missed his goal. Can he get us... Are you going to call that offsides? Come on. Alright, good job. Hanses with the takeaway there. Pushing the ball up. Can he get it inside to somebody who's actually going to be able to finish the job this time? Abe with the ball. Makes a good move. He's just going to go for goal, but that is not even close to the goal. That is like terrible shot. Seven shots, 2 on target. Only had 30% possession so far. Abe with the throw in into Perez. I mean, that probably just means that we go for goals quick. Like, we push the ball up and we take shots quickly as opposed to sitting around holding on to it for a while. Perez picking that one up on the left-hand side. Back to Jorgensen. Come on, guys. Jorgensen all the way back to the goalkeeper. Resetting this a little bit here. Broyar pushing the ball up now. He gets it up to Cars. Cars just gets it taken away from him. Come on, guys. There we go. There we go. Abe picking that one up. Good interception. Perez back to Abe. Abe across to Cars. Cars just gets tripped up. Come on, where's the call? We would have gotten called for 2 penalties on that one. Hans is with the ball now. Back to Jorgensen, and we are just... What is this highlight? Marcus over to Perez. Perez over to Abe on the left-hand side. He's got lots of space. Can he get it inside to somebody? Zawadzki finally gets us the goal that we need. His 4th goal of the season so far. That guy is such an outstanding pickup for us. Zawadzki might be my favorite player on this, like, in this entire save. The guy has just been incredible. Oh, he bounced that one. He kicked that one off the turf. That was crazy. All right, that's halftime. Up 1-0. Looking really good. Should be up 2-0 though, but we'll go for it. Yeah, we need more possession. I think that's fair. Let's get a little bit more possession. Control the ball a little bit here. I mean, I like that we push the ball up fast and take shots fast, but at the same time, if we control possession, then, well, they literally have no chances to score. Abe with the ball. He gets it across. There's Zawadzki in the area. Not able to go up for that one. Natman picking it up, though. And just kind of gives it away. Are we going to get a recovery here? We are. Zawadzki now with the ball again. Back to Farkas. Come on, guys. Farkas gets it up to Zawadzki. Zawadzki over to Natman. Natman has a chance to score here. Is he just going to dish it off? No, but it does bounce around a bit. Perez had a chance. Couldn't come up with anything. And here comes the counterattack. This is not looking good. Vargara. Come on, guys. Be careful. Okay, that was into that. All right. Well, we're at the 55-minute mark. Usually where I like to do subs. Let's bring Hanses out or bring Paolini in. And Perez has played pretty poorly. Horvat can come in for you. And we'll just do those 2 swaps for now. I mean, the way we play, we should be up by another goal easily. But my fear is that they're just going to find a way to steal a goal from us here in a moment. Oh, we got lucky on that one. Very lucky on that one. All right, next subs. Cars has actually not played well, ever since he missed that one ball. So we will go ahead and bring Elia in for Cars. And 6 is very exhausted, and so is Natman. Let's bring Natman out for Gustin. And that'll be our 2 swaps for now. And we'll bring 6 out here in a moment, probably. There's Farkas with the ball, gets it up to 6. 6 back over to, what was that? Paolini for a second there. What an incredible save again. Man, their goalkeeper is the player of the match, even if we end up winning this thing. Corner kick in. Vergara not going up for that one at all. Elia just going to let that one go out of bounds. Yeah, he's already on 7.3. There's Abe with the ball over to Palini. Palini up to Horvat. Horvat to Elia. Elia, come on, buddy. Fresh legs. Let's go. Gusted on that right-hand side. Can he just go for goal? Oh! Oh, we got lucky, but he should have scored on the first try anyway, right? Like that, just barely bounced off the post and then just hit the back of the goalkeeper. So, like millimeter to the right, and that would have just gone in anyway. So Gustin's not going to get credit for this. Oh, goalkeeper's even on the ground. What an insult. What an insult. Wow, that's so sad. Poor guy. I feel bad for him now. All right, let's... Oh, everybody's getting exhausted. Let's bring 6 out. We'll bring Ostrich in. And let's just finish this one off, guys. And we've definitely controlled this game. Abe gets it up to Horvat. Horvat to Ozturk. Ozturk trying to get over it. There you go. There's Gustin on the right-hand side. And he get it inside to somebody else. Palini's in the area. Barely. There we go. Put back from Palini. Is it going to count? We're going to get something called here? We might get something called here, unfortunately. The way it bounced around there, it was hard to tell. Looks like it might count here. Palini takes the first shot off the post. And then, I mean, come on, Elia's on the ground right there. And then we're going to give it to Palini here at the end. 20 shots, 10 on target. Yeah, we've absolutely decimated PSG today. Again, I don't know for sure. I don't recognize any of these names to know for sure if this is like PSG's #1 squad. My goodness, we get to hit the woodwork again. What is going on today? There we go. Business done. I mean, that's a good team we just played, like I said. So, very, very solid results there. And next game is in 6 days. Okay, so we should be fine here. Unless it's going to reschedule a game here in a moment, which it might. Because it doesn't actually have the semifinal game on our schedule right now. Yeah, good luck. Zavatsky's one player we're never getting rid of. This is a loan offer. Paying 100% of his wages. Good fees. Bonuses on winning things. Can be recalled. This is from... Yeah. I mean, the advanced talk was Tottenham, but I'll say yes to this one as well if he wants to go here. There's no... Oh, it's only squad player. Never mind. The other guys, I think they're playing important player for Tottenham right now. Loan list. I'm not going to loan list anybody just yet. Castro we don't care about right this second. And I also don't care about either of these guys. I mean, you guys can try to negotiate. Okay, we're good. So when do we play the semifinal game? Imaz. 17 years old. A little expensive for what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the cheap guys that I can flip. Or if I end up keeping them, then obviously that's great as well. So we do play Newcastle, and it is within the next 3 days. So I figured it'd be sooner than what we had already scheduled. Guys should be fine, though. Newcastle's going to be a tough game. That is a tough game for us. Who knocked us out of the Champions League last year? Chelsea. I was going to say, I knew it was a Premier League team. I just can't remember which one. So it was Chelsea. We beat Tottenham earlier in that run. We haven't played Newcastle in a while, looks like. But obviously we expect them to be of a good caliber. You want Maiga for free on loan. I mean, I'd rather just sell the guy because we don't care about him at all. Even though we paid 25.5 mil for the guy. I mean, he just never turned into anything we cared about. So we're going to reject that one. And we'll see if we can sell him here in a bit. Probably should jump on some of those and start getting some people set up to be sold. Again, Tottenham already wants him, so... Although they'll just say important player, but only 90%. No, we'll let him go to Tottenham if he wants to. Sure. Apply advice, that's fine. You want to push Guajardo down to the second squad? Not right now. I know I need to look at my squad, but I was kind of wanting to get through this champion stuff before I started thinking about who I'm going to sell yet. We got time. I don't have to rush it. Elia out. None of these guys worth anything for what we're looking for. Lagler guy, I mean, what is he doing in our team? It might just be a guy that we, I think he's one of the guys we just grabbed recently that we're hoping to just flip for some money someday. I don't think Kuznetsov's going to turn out to be the goalkeeper we were hoping he would be. We need a good young goalkeeper that we know is going to be our goalkeeper for the future. I mean, we're currently very slight favorites. Let the players know how much a win would mean. Challenger, maybe? Seemed like they mostly were okay with that. Palini, no. We like Palini. Palini gets to stay. I'll have to do a pretty heavy rotation for that Real San Sebastian game. It's obviously not that important, and our guys are going to be very tired after this game. All right, Blanco's still out. Jorgensen still comes in. This obviously means Johnson comes onto the bench. Alfredo should be okay to stay on the bench. Elia is out, however. So we'll just bring in Neto. We'll bring in Fall. And we'll bring in Hussein and Chicho. And that is our squad. Let's go. Come on, guys. It'd be really nice to win this championship. It's a very unique trophy that doesn't come around super often. Come on, let's play some defense here. Let's go. Good takeaway by Farkas. Farkas to Natman. Hansis with the ball now. Back to Farkas. Up to Zavatsky. Zavatsky over to Hansis. Come on. Up to 6. 6 over to Abe. Abe to Perez. Come on. Finish it. Good finish. Good finish. I mean, who was that? 6 was there ready to tap that in as well. Come on, guys, let's get another one here. Farkas back to Vergara. That was a sloppy pass. I saw that one coming. I saw that one coming. Corner kick coming in. Come on. Finish the job. Good. My goodness, hands is just... He wants this one. Back to Abe. They're playing us pretty close defensively right now. Zavatsky with the ball, running across. He gets it over to Perez. Perez already scored a goal. All the way back to Natman. I don't know. I would have pushed that on to Abe, I think, but maybe he knew was something. Farkas over to Natman on the right-hand side. Can he just finish this? Cannot. Close, close, close. Oh, we're going to get a corner out of it? I don't know if we did or not. Come on, don't give him a goal right here before halftime. Oh, I thought Hans just had that one. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Not good. Yeah. Saw that one coming as well. Got them a little bit of a lucky one there. Broyar over the Natman on the right-hand side. He pushes it up to Zavatsky. Zavatsky's been a little bit quiet today. Gets it over to Perez, though. Perez pushing the ball up. Back to Hansis. Over to Abe. Just loses it, though. Here comes... Oh, nope, thought we had that one. Thought we got that one back. There we go. We did get it back. Natman up to Zavatsky. Zavatsky getting closed down by 3 guys. Somebody's got to be wide open now. Farkas over to Abe on that left-hand side. He's wide open, and he gets the goal. I was saying, you put 3 guys on Zavatsky, somebody's wide open. All right, let's get a couple subs in here. Natman's not played especially well. He's currently, you know what? I'm gonna hold off on the subs right now. Everybody's motivated. Everybody's ready to play. Give them a few more minutes here. See if they can do anything here. Abe with the throw in into Cars. Back to Abe. Guard given plenty of space. Now he gives it over to Natman, who's also got lots of space. Got 2 guys on him now. Zavatsky with the ball, though. He gets it over to 6. 6 just finishes it. 3rd goal. Nice. 3rd goal of his season here as well. It's a tight goal, too. Good job. All right, let's get some subs in here, though. People are getting tired. Even though 6 just scored a goal, we got to get him out of there. We got to get some more. We got to rest some guys because we're obviously going to be playing in the next game. Well, I say obviously. There's a very high chance we're playing in the next game. Abe can come out for Mr. Alfredo, and we'll go with that. All right, Zavatsky comes out for Guilherme. Perez comes out for Horvat. Leaves Hanses in, but that's all right. We'll be fine with that. Let's finish this up, guys. Come on. Car's able to pick that one up. Come on. Watch it. Watch it up behind you. There you go. Good job. Over to Alfredo. Alfredo almost got that one. That was very close. Highlight is continuing. Jorgensen up to Ozturk. Ozturk, that was not very close. All right, that was a good run. Good run. Wait, we win? I thought that... Oh, was that the final? I thought that was the semifinal. I didn't know we would win this already. I was not paying attention to what game we were on. I thought the game before said quarterfinal. All right, well, I guess we would. I'm confused, but somehow we did win. Got us a trophy. Man, if I'd known that was for the championship, I would have taken it more seriously. I'm kidding. Yeah, enjoy it. That's amazing. You won the Club World Cup. That's, again, for something that doesn't come around very often, even though it's not quite as prestigious as the Champions League itself, I'm pretty proud of that, actually. That's pretty good. No, I said semifinal. I was just looking at the wrong thing. No, that was definitely semifinal. Okay, maybe I was looking, I don't know what I was looking at. I was on crazy pills, apparently. But no, very good run. Very good run. Where do we see the prestige of this again? I always forget where you see that. I mean, we had top 3 goal scorers, of course. I mean, we just decimated this championship, if you will. PSG did win it last year, so we did beat the winners of it last year. That's pretty cool. When was the last time a German team won it? FC Bayern down there. It's been a little while for that. Again, it doesn't come around very often. It's like every 4 years, except for this one right here. Actually, it used to be every... Did it used to be every year? I guess it was every year for a while there. And then here it switches to... Right, I guess after Inter. Well, I guess it's in the future, because obviously in real life, we're not in 2025 yet. So as of today in real life, it is every year. And then in this here, we pivot to every 4 years, which does make it, I feel like, a little bit more prestigious then, because it just doesn't come around very often. Host Saudi Arabia. And how do I see... What do we see the, where things are like ranked and stuff? Like reputation or competitions? Competitions, no. Reputation. I'm sure there's a place to see it. I just don't know where. Oh well. I feel like I remember this being like 4th or 5th on the list or something like that. It was up there. It was not as high as like the Premier League or anything like that, but it was definitely in the conversation. I thought there's a place to see it. My brain is just forgetting where that comes from. Got 4 mil for that. Yeah, we did good. Surely they were very happy with that. Challenge for the Club World Championship. Obviously, we won it. If we go look, is it in there? Maybe if we go look at the Premier League. Premier, what's it called? Premier something. English Premier. I mean, I guess I could look at the Bundesliga as well. Premier Division is what they call it. Competition reputation. I mean, it does show it here, but this only shows, yeah, this only shows the domestic competitions. It doesn't show the other ones, which I believe is under cups. No, I guess not. Oh well. I know I saw it somewhere. I just don't remember where, so it's not that important. Type all of a sudden. Champions League. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't show the where it ranks in here somewhere. Oh well. Let's get into what's next. We got that, obviously, that friendly coming up, which I don't really care about, other than the fact that it is against a named team here. But now that that's over, I think we can go ahead and start looking at our transfers and what we're going to do with our team as a whole, and see who, if anybody needs to move on or whatever. So let me go ahead and set up my, write down like what our team is today and kind of start figuring out who we want to move on. Drawing out my formation. That's always how I do it. I always have to visualize things, and I don't like I don't know why, but the planner just isn't as visual as I like it to be. So I always have to write it down on a piece of paper, or in this case, a tablet. Okay, so let's go remind myself of all of our positions. So AF, AT, DLF, SU. We got 2 wingers on support. We play wingbacks on attack. And then we play DMs on support. No crazy instructions. I mean, this formation has been really solid without having any sort of crazy positional things or any other kind of instructions. Sweeper keeper on defense or support, sorry. All right, so let's go look at our squad planner. Let's have you suggest for everything. Let's make sure we are, we got everybody in the squad, looks like it. Let's drop down to Benta and start at the goalkeeper. Again, I mean, Kuznetsov is just not, he's not going to be Pereira ever, right? And Pereira, we got Pereira for another, we could have Pereira for another decade, honestly. So we kind of need to find us a goalkeeper for the future. That's been a struggle so far. Right now, I mean, I'm just going to put, do we just properly put Kuznetsov in at backup and just let Leosin kind of move on? Maybe. Start playing him in some like lesser games. I think we might do that. Kuznetsov comes in and we'll just try and get Leosin out. So let's put Leosin on the out. I mean, honestly, he don't really care where he goes. He can just kind of go away. Or we can just leave him on the bench as a tertiary. Sometimes it's not bad. Actually, you know what? That's probably better. It's not bad to have a tertiary goalkeeper just in case. It's one of the few positions that having a third one is probably usually acceptable. Guilherme comes off this list. Guajardo stays. Hussein comes off this list. Bragg comes off this list. Natman comes off this list. And that leaves us with Abe, Alfredo, and Guajardo. Now, Guajardo, none of these guys are going to be homegrown. Well, I say that. Actually, Guajardo might be. Negative. He could be homegrown in country in many, many years, but never homegrown at club. Obviously, Alfredo's not. I mean, Alfredo's the kind of guy that we could move on, right? If we ever just felt like we had a better player, I mean, move on for 10 times as what we paid for him. Abe is definitely number one. We retrained him. I'm happy with Abe. We could move Guajardo into that spot because he could be homegrown in nation someday, and that helps us with the stuff. And then move on Alfredo. I don't know. I like Alfredo. He's really good, but really good. I really like Alfredo. I mean, he's never played poorly for us. I mean, Alfredo just might be a guy that just we love because he just, why not? Why can't we have some favorites? You know, Alfredo, we'll leave Alfredo in here. That means we probably want to try and get either Guajardo loaned out to another German club or something. So I'll put him down there and we'll figure something out with him. None of these guys, again, homegrown at club. Right hand side, we got Natman, not Vergara. Gustin, yes. Not Guilherme. Jorgensen, no. Brauvic, maybe. Chicho, no. And Bragg, no. So Brauvic, 6'1". Not the greatest jumping reach, though. I mean, he's okay. It's average jumping reach. He could play center back. He could play on the right. His crossing's not great. Honestly, he probably has a better center back when I look at this a little bit closer. So I'm actually going to take him off this list as well. Gustin's another player that... Gustin, I'm less impressed with than Alfredo. It's not like he's played like exceptionally poorly, but he's definitely not played at the level that Alfredo has. Gustin's the kind of guy that I think we could definitely move on if I could find us another player in that spot. Paid 42 mil for the guy, though. Ugh. I mean, we might be able to... We're definitely going to be able to recover our own money, I think. I just don't know if we'll get much more than that. Obviously, Natman sticks around forever. This guy is good forever. So, Natman... I've got to find somebody to replace Gustin. Now, I could take a look at our other center backs, actually. Maybe one of those guys could be retrained a little bit better to be on the right. So let me give these guys another shot, actually. Let me ask you to suggest for current position. Again, bring all those guys back that you had in this list. We'll take another look at these guys at the bottom, actually. Jorgensen. No, I mean, 6'2", 16 jumper reach. I mean, his heading's not great, but the guy, I mean, he's just so tall. I'd rather him be, although he's got 12 crossing. But I'd rather this guy be in the middle, I think, just as tall as he is. So I think Jorgensen drops off this list for sure. I mean, we always bring Guilherme back. I mean, he did kind of come into the team to play back here. He's not very tall. He's got a lot of good athletics for someone who's going to be playing attacking a lot. His crossing's not great, but he could be trained a little bit better. Maybe we consider him moving back there. I mean, that is kind of his best spot, but I was trying to push him up a little bit because we had Gustin. Vergara, 6'2", good jumping reach, good heading. Now, Vergara is center back through and through, in my opinion. At least the way I want to play center back. Brauvic. Basically, if you're a center back currently and you're very short, I'm probably going to try to move you to one of the sides. This guy's 6'1", decent jumping reach, good head. I mean, okay head. I mean, this guy, again, center back, although he's probably never actually going to make the team. Chicho. Yeah, 6'6", 16 jumping reach. I mean, his heading's not great, but that's okay. He's just going to be a big body back there, able to defend stuff. So Chicho also stays there. And then finally we have Bragg. 6'4". I mean, I'm sorry. These guys are all very tall boys. And we like the tall boys being okay in that spot. So again, Guilherme is probably our next best option. I need to take a look at the midfielder on the right-hand side first before we decide on that, though. Which I guess we can go and take a look at now. Obviously, Zavatsky, number one here. Cars drops off. Although it's good to know Cars could play back here if we need him to. Could retrain Fall over here. Got Castro, though. That's right. We just brought in Castro. And Neto's still here. Maiga, we don't care about. Maiga, actually, I need to put Maiga on the out. In case we had forgotten. Maiga never plays for us again. Let's go ahead and move Guilherme off of this, then. We've got plenty of options here. Fall, we're going to leave him as a defensive midfielder, I believe. So that leaves us with Castro and Neto. Both look like they've got some potential to be really good. Decent cross. I mean, this guy's... I like Castro a lot, actually. Neto's got an amazing crossing, but everything else is kind of average. I need to think about those two. We'll come back to that. But what that does prove to me is that Guilherme can play back here, and maybe he plays better back here, right? He's not like necessarily broken into the team. I mean, anything above a 6.7 is above average. So he's just barely above average. We haven't set up to go out on loan right now. That's right. Honestly, sitting him on loan for a year. We could leave Gustin on here if we need to. I guess that's okay. Or I could cancel that and bring him back. He might get upset, though. I think I'd rather just get rid of Gustin. I just don't think Gustin's ever going to be quite what we're looking for. Yeah. I think I'd rather try and bring Guilherme back and cancel that loan. And let's see if we can get Gustin out of here. So, in fact, let's go ahead and just take care of that now. It's might make him upset, but I need to know that it's going to make him upset before I get too concerned about it. All right, so Guilherme moves up to second. Abe and Alfredo on the left. Gustin moves out, probably, and then center backs. Lots of good center backs. Lots of good potential center backs. Like these guys, this whole squad down here could be really good someday. I mean, most of these are going to be like 5-star or 4-star at most, but still. I think these guys like Brauvic, Hussein, Guajardo, and Bragg, they just go out on loan and someday we sell them for some money, probably. I'm going to take them off this list for now. Chicho, though. Chicho, 6'6", good jumping reach. Not great heading, but he can work on that. Just a big, tall player. Honestly, I think Jorgensen goes there, and I think Chicho goes ahead of Johnson. Johnson's not going to be happy about that, and Johnson wants to be sold. I don't like the idea that he gets to be sold, but we've got to make him happy. So unfortunately, Johnson, despite the fact that he's homegrown at club, sometimes we just got to do what we got to do to make the club, like, keep the morale high. So I think this is our squad. Yeah, so Blanco number 1, although Blanco I think is right and Vergara's left. No, I think they're both right, aren't they? Yeah, they're both right. So we'll just put them wherever. Blanco, Vergara, Jorgensen, or probably Jorgensen's my guess. Jorgensen, and finally Chicho. Cool. All right, that's our squad. Johnson goes out. All right. Defensive midfield, obviously Hansis and Farkas. No question about that. Paolini looks so good too, though. Fall coming right behind them. Horvat does not play here. Schumann also could be really... And we just retrained him, right? He's just barely getting into the mix there. Schumann could be loaned out at this point because he's never going to be homegrown at club. What about Fall? Yeah, homegrown... you're actually... Wait, did I already say you're homegrown at club and I just missed it? Oh, yeah, it's just right there. I'm blind. So, yeah, Hansis first. Farkas second. Paolini for sure third. And then I guess for now, Fall would be fourth. And then, oh, come back here. Fall is fourth. Let me just make sure I know who's homegrown at club. I'll go back to the other guys as well. And then Schumann. Schumann goes out on loan. All right, so we'll do that. Let me go check the guys that are homegrown real quick so I don't forget. Nation Natman. Kuznetsov at club. Nation Blanco. And club for Johnson. But again, he has to kind of go out anyway because he's grumpy. All right, so Schumann goes out on loan. Cool. And then left, obviously, we've got the two main guys, Perez and Horvat, and then Jurtskuven. Is Jurtskuven, I think he's already passed his time to be able to homegrown. Yeah, he's already passed. So getting Jurtskuven out of here, probably a good idea. Perez and Horvat. And then we'll see if we can get Jurtskuven out for loan. I don't want to say Jurtskuven, it's Jurtskuven. That's all right. Let's see if we can get him out on loan someday. Horvat is obviously homegrown at club. And how much did we pay for you? 17.7. So yeah, I'd love to get him up to where he's worth like 40, 50 mil. Sell him on that time. He's got so good physically though. He really is. I mean, he's better than Horvat physically, but Horvat's got all the mentals and technicals at the moment. Perez is still pretty, I mean, Perez is just good across the board. So yeah, Jurgen could be good. I mean, I think he's going to be an amazing player. He's going to be a really good player. To be fair, Perez is 29. There might be a future for Jurgen once Perez retires in a couple years. So maybe we keep Jurgen around. So maybe I actually change that. I mean, again, I think getting him out on, well, I say that. I was trying to decide between sending him out on loan or selling him. I think we still get him out on loan, but we do plan to keep him as a player because I think he's going to be good someday. I think that's the idea. We need somebody. Perez is our oldest player, I believe. So we need somebody to replace him someday. Horvat might be close. Not Horvat, sorry, Farkas. Farkas is 27, so he's a couple years behind. All right, Zavatsky, and then we already checked that side. So Zavatsky, and then it would be Castro as our secondary. And then of course Neto, we'd like. He could be him going to Germany, so we need to loan him to Germany. If we can loan him anywhere. Neto, loan, Germany. He's allowed to be loaned to Germany. That's it. Okay. Finally, strikers, and obviously strikers. We've got our 4 guys, and that's it. We don't really have any rotational backups coming through ever at the moment. Thankfully, all our guys are very young, but they also all probably want to play, and it really is just still Cars. I mean, honestly, they're all so close. Cars, Elia. Is Elia still doesn't enjoy big matches? I mean, it's so funny, but he's actually really good in big matches. My big thing about Elia is just how fast he is. His pace, his acceleration, his agility. He's so good to bring on late when everybody else is tired. So I think we stick with Cars as our primary for now, but I'm willing to change this in time. And Ozturk. I mean, who was our top goal scorer between these 4 last year? You had 9. That's actually not that many for our supposedly primary goal scorer. 15 for 6, so he definitely stays in there. 16 for Elia. But okay, here's the question. Is it 16 for Elia because of the fact that I have been bringing him on late and he's able to run circles around guys? Or is it 16 for Elia because he's just better? And then 6 for Ozturk. Let's compare Elia and the Cars. Compare with... They're so close. They really are. Just visually here. Elia, again, faster, better vision, but worse on attacking, worse on technical, worse on aerial, worse on mental. But again, not by much, by 1 point. Like 1 point in all these except for aerial, right? They're within a point of each other on everything except for this one. How tall are he's 6 foot, he's 6. They're both 6 feet tall, both 171 pounds. Like these guys are very close players. Like they're so almost identical. And then we look at this. I mean, yeah, I think Cars still has the edge overall, but not significantly. Cars is also pretty fast. 18 acceleration, 19 agility. Cars has the finishing. I don't know how Cars is actually not getting as many goals as Elia. It's kind of an I think Cars is the better player, but he's just hasn't been playing. They're so identical though. They're so close. I think if you had Elia, you'd be happy to have Elia, but we just happen to have both. Yeah, I mean, his goals per minute is, again, is it because we bring him on late? Like, is that actually playing to his strategy of the strategy of him being a quick guy that we bring on and he just does what he has to do? I don't know. I think we leave it as is. I think we leave Ellie as a backup. It's working. Whatever it's doing, it's working. And then we go with that. All right. And then I think 6 is our secondary, as our DLF is the most sense over Ozturk. Ozturk is just... I mean, let's compare them too, just because I'm curious now. But I do think 6 is just glaringly the better player. Ozturk better aerial. Is that because he's taller? Yeah, he's 5. No, he's 7 inches taller. Significantly heavier. He's actually left-footed. Better vision from 6, but better aerial. If aerial's the only thing Ozturk has going for him, yeah, 6 is just day and night better. Yeah, we stick with 6. But Ozturk is not bad. I like having Ozturk there as a backup as well. He's okay to bring on rotationally as needed. Cool. I'm happy with all that. So back to squad planner. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people we want to get out of here. 3 of them on loan, 3 of them to sell. Did I have anybody left on the dev center bench that we just forgot to move up? Herrera is out on loan. We don't care about him. Maiga, we're going to sell. Okay, nothing there. What about here? Nothing there at all. We've already picked that one clean. So let's go back to Maiga. Let's get him out of here first and foremost. And honestly, whatever we can sell him for, I don't want him. He doesn't belong into my thing. Let's go back. Okay, confirm that. Been transfer listed for a while. Any meteor could get him out for it. You know what? Again, at this point, I think we paid more than that for him. 25, didn't we? We're going to take a loss on this guy, but I need to get him out of here. Because he's just never going to feature for us. Alright, cool. And back to our squad. Gustin. $50 mil. I mean, that breaks us even. It's not bad for a guy that we might not end up using anyway. I mean, I'd love to get closer to 75 mil for the guy, but sometimes we have to take what we can get. I hate that it sometimes closes that page out. I'm like, I'm not done. I'm still looking at that page. I mean, that's apparently his market value right now. It is what it is. Again, break even on a guy that we're probably not going to use anyway. That's probably okay. Johnson, we promised we'd sell him, so we kind of have to. I think we promised we'd sell him for what? 136 mil. So we don't have to sell him for anything less. Nobody's willing to make an offer right now. That's fine. 136 mil is kind of hard for us. We'll list him because that's what he wants. And then hire intermediary. No, we're not going to sell him to that. And only, I mean, that's what we promised him. 136 mil. If somebody comes in for 136 mil for the guy, by all means. But it's not like we're jumping at the chance to sell him right away. Just because he's homegrown at club. That's what I like about him. All right, Schumann. Let's get him out on loan. Schumann. There he is. Oh, he's currently injured. Okay, let's wait for him to come back from his injury. Yort Guven. There he is. Transfer room. Loan, just unspecified for now. I don't care. Just let's get some offers in. And then Netto. Preferably Germany. Loan. Can we specify Germany? Is there like a thing on here? I don't see anything. Maybe there is something on here. I'm not seeing it. So we'll probably just have to be picky once we actually get the offers in. Okay. That goes out on loan. That is it. Everybody else I think we're happy with keeping for now. Because Mike is never going to be here. Are you confident using agent intermediary assistant will help strike it? Sure. Seems like a really silly question to ask, but okay. He wants more playing. You just got here, buddy. Like, you literally just showed up. I mean, we'll give you some playtime in the German league, but like, we haven't even gotten to. We're still in friendlies right now. Like, that's a weird reason to bring. Yeah, I realize we just stopped some competition, but to be fair, the guy ahead of you is on 7 assists. Just got a record for that. I mean, come on. Oh yeah, you're gonna give me 15. Yeah, I don't think so. Don't think so. Gustin, however. So Gustin, we're trying to sell. They're going to give me an optional 50. I mean, it's only optional, but wow, that's a lot of money. Star player. Okay, yeah, you can have this one. That's a lot of money. I doubt he'll go there, but it'd be nice if he did. No, we had everything except the midfield. Come on. And our defensive midfielders are really good, so that surprises me. Kind of know after we just got that loan offer, honestly. Yeah, I mean, we just got an offer for like 90 mil for this dude. Now, again, it's optional, so they might not pay it, but kind of have to go for it. Ooh, 1775. You give me a little more money for him? Okay. Something better than nothing. No, Castro, we actually are going to play this year. Again, no. Let's make sure we have a decent squad already set up in here. And then let's pick a rotated squad. Let's actually play our youth prospects and stuff. There we go. You guys can go play the friendly. And we won with that team. Good stuff. All right, so you're Cuban. We're trying to get out on loan. Don't really care where. AS Monaco playing. Can I be terminated but can be recalled? Yeah, I think we accept it. It's only squad player, but I think that's fine. Everton, however, not going to play wages, and they're paying a lot less money overall. I'm going to say no. Okay, we have to play a cup final right after. Probably should. I guess I probably forget. I didn't actually swap the guys in. Did those guys just turn around and play again? Ever friendly cup player. $89 mil for Paliti. I mean, don't get me wrong. 89 mil for a guy that's currently sitting as our backup, but he's very much our first backup, right? He's literally the guy. He's played. Oh, no, he's not going anywhere. He's still playing 20-something matches a season. Yes, is he capable of being a starter? 100%. And maybe I'm shortchanging the poor guy. But okay. Let's make sure we have good team locked in here. Sure, just play whoever. I don't really care. Actually, no. Let's do this. Something like that, maybe. We're third on match day and ticket revenue. We haven't moved into our new stadium yet either, so once we do that, things will get a lot better. Where is even this team even from? Portuguese Premier League. Okay. Well, again, we took care of business, so yeah, yes, we want a friendly cup. I don't know if we care. I guess winning's winning. Can you be homegrown? You can be homegrown in Germany, which is fine if you go down to the second team. What about you? You can be homegrown at club. So we do not want you to go to the second team. But we will move you down to the under 19 squad. Let's talk to this dude. Set him straight. All right, fine. Because you're not that good right now? I've made my decision, buddy. You tell me who on the team you think you're good enough to replace. Like, seriously. Sure, just whatever squad at this point going forward. Actually playing quite a few. We're playing a lot of games before the season even started, between the friendlies and the World Cup thingamajigger. We can take a look, see if there's any players at all that we'd be willing to bring in. I doubt it. I haven't seen any come through the scouting reports, but it's possible we missed something. All right, anybody in any position between 15 and 21. Yep, anybody, anywhere. All right, so like none of these guys are in the ballpark of, like, this guy may be Mota. Slim chance. Like, I'm looking for guys that are maybe under 15 mil, probably. Just not a lot. We don't have a lot of guys currently scouted because most of these guys aren't at the level we're looking for. I mean, Imaz could be somebody. I don't know. It doesn't really jump out at me. He's like, he probably will be pretty good someday, though. Let's go look at Moto. Only 18 years old. Great first touch. Yeah, I mean, this could be a kind of guy that could come in. See, they want that too much money for him now. They already know he's good, so that's kind of why I'm avoiding him. Sure, our board's not going to be happy that I'm not spending all our money. Like, oh, look, I have spent our money a few times. What's a new contract? Okay. I mean, you're good enough to get a new contract. That's a lot of money, though. Okay, fine. I try to push it through. Honestly, this is fine. I don't even think I need to adjust this at all. All right, fine. You can have the 10%. I'm okay with that. He's played well enough to deserve a little bit of a bump there. And if giving him a bump makes him a little bit happier to sit on the bench for a little while, then I'm okay with that as well. Castro, no, we're going to keep you around because we're actually going to play you. You just don't know it yet. Oh, I remember Moreno. Man, has it been that long since we've had this guy? Bought him for 14.5. He played decently well. Sold him for 26. That was back when we needed money. Yeah. Hernandez. Bought him for 6 mil. Didn't sell him on for much. He didn't play well for us, though. He's moved on and played well, though. Proud of you, buddy. Glad to see that you have done well since you have moved on. I mean, we've done better without you, and you've done better without us. So I guess that's the best solution for both sides. All right, your Truman's back-ish. Yeah, this is fine. Truman's back, so we can definitely get him out on loan soon. Your Goofin's out on loan. Gustin rejected the loan offer. Well, gee, thanks. All right, this just gets him out the door. Mike is finally gone. Not for much, but that's okay. Guy's a drunk. Twice he skipped practice or a game or something because he was out drinking. Yeah, I'm glad he's gone. All right. Yay, we won another friendly. Yep, you can go down to the other 19s, buddy. All right, Paulini's happy. Let's go look at our squad. Let me see. Was it Truman? We need to get out of here. Man, Blanco's playing really well. Actually, I forgot. I need to move Guillermo to Move his training around. In fact, we'll take a look at everybody's training, make sure everybody's good where we want them. No nonsense center back. No, we want ball playing defender on defense. Same thing for you. Although we're not actually really using you. Perez. Oh, it's 6. I was like, what? I was confused. Inverted winger, ball playing defender, sweeper, keeper, wing back on attack. DLF, wing back on attack. Advance forward. Defensive midfielder, wing back. Ball playing defender. Defensive midfielder. Advance forward. Castrol's currently playing position. Okay, so we want you to be inverted winger on support. Give your army can change to wing back on attack. Horvat, that's weird. That you must have gotten injured and I forgot about coming in here and changing you. Inverted winger on support. Sweeper keeper. Oh, I'm not sure who are you? Alright, whatever. If you ever make this team at all, it's going to be retrained probably as a defensive midfielder on sport. So go learn a thing. Gustin's probably going to stay. He's going to be leaving, so we ignore that. Neto is a inverted winger on the right hand side. Guajardo, wing back on attack. Defensive midfielder. Castro is actually inverted winger. Wait, what? And support. Is that the right Castro? Oh no, it's two different Castros. My bad. This is the striker Castro. Yeah, okay. So you can just be, I don't know, just be like a advance forward on attack. Ball playing defender. Okay, everything else looks good. And let's go back to detailed, and I think we're happy with all that. So Gustin out on loan. That's not really what we're looking for. I mean, it does mean we have another option to sell him next year. We've got him for 4 more years. You know what? Alone at least gives him some development, and it's a season that we might not be playing him. We'll say yes to that in case nothing else shows up. No offers for Newman, huh? Or Chuman, I mean. Okay, well then we'll just... He'll exist. It's so good. He loves big matches too. The fact that we retrained that guy as a wingback and he's actually looking like a really good one, it makes me very happy. Norderstedt. Their loan offer for Gustin. Important. I mean, this is fine as well. Like, just get him out there, get him some game time. I prefer to sell him, but we got 4 years to sell him. And if he gets better and he looks good and he's got some more eyes on him at another league, you know, that could up his value. And Edson, has Edson actually done anything? Did we have? I thought we had this one. We must have had a different Edson in a different spot or something. I'm sure it's a common name. Blanco just knocking it out of the park. Playing so well. How old is he? 25. I mean, he's like the best central defender in the U.S. probably right now. Probably. Dude, Abe, you're amazing, buddy. I love you. Keep it up, please. Bundesliga title odds. Oh, look, we're number 1 again. Man, for a team that actually got relegated, what, 10 years ago? And now it's dominant. I mean, it's awesome. So cool to see. Oh, Benas moved on. Got almost $500,000 for that. We picked him up for 15 mil, sold him for 57 mil. He was okay. He was decent for us, right? And then honestly, he's been all right. Sheffield United moved on. They took a loss to someone to Lazio, who also took a loss to Real Madrid, but it's not like he's a bad player. He's doing all right. Cool. Glad to see it. He's not the kind of player we would ever bring back, but still good to see him playing well. Oh, look, I love that we have 3 of the top 6 here. 6. Zavosky and Elliott. That makes sense because Osterk is not playing very well. And neither is, to be fair, neither is Cars. These are the best goal scorers we got. Keep it up, Chicho. Is it this year that we move into our new stadium? Right? End of this year? That'll be good. I kind of want to do one more season just so we can see it in the new stadium. All right, so you are willing to loan Schumann. We don't have any restrictions on where we loan him. It's not a lot of money, but it gets him some game time. How much longer do we have Schumann for? A couple years. So, yeah, I mean, he's an important player. I think this is fine. Get him some game time. Just get out there and get better. Castro. Now, this is Castro, the striker Castro, which we don't care about. Yeah, I mean, this is fine as well. Go play somewhere. Most we care about for Castro is to get like double, triple our money for him. Top player odds. Blanco, Hanses, and Natman in that order. Yeah, okay. I could see it. I think there's a couple other players that could be definitely very high on this list as well, though. I still don't understand these B minuses. I mean, yeah, we haven't won the Champions League, but we're dominating everything else we touch. Maybe it's because we're dominating everything else we touch. It makes the Champions League losses look that much worse. I guess that does make sense. Okay, Gustin's out. Good. That is fine. So he went out on loan. Prefer to sell him, but honestly, again, get him some exposure. And he hopefully will up his value. That's all good with me. Who are you? This actually could be decent someday. We'll reject that. I think we can actually get a couple mil for you. Catalan. Catalan, I remember you as well. You're another player we were hoping to sell on someday. How much did we pay for you? Like, I actually paid more than I remembered. Okay. Yeah, we would definitely get a lot more money from them we're getting right now. Or we just accept that he's never going to be that good and take a loss, which I suppose could also be. Honestly, he's not terrible. Decent physicals. His finishing is not great, but dribbling and first touch are really good. He's tall. Jumping reach 17, heading 11. Heading's a little bit to be desired. Yeah, I think no. I think we can get better. Alright, so Chuman's out on loan. Good stuff there. All we got left is Neto, which we don't have any offers for, and then Johnson, which we're kind of okay with not getting offers for. Well, I say that. If he wants to go, he wants to go. Then getting 136 million for him would be fine, I guess. I'm actually bump this up. Normally, I'd like to keep it low, but I want them to really want to try in the continental competition, and I'll give them a better bonus just as a result of that. That should give us a little bit of a bump in overall club atmosphere, I would think. Players who aren't not happy. That's fine. We're going to take care of this. As a whole, I would imagine we've got quite a few that are happy with well, maybe not as much. Or maybe they just, maybe I need to move it over one tick. Maybe it hasn't actually updated. No, maybe I should have given them a boost in Bundesliga as well. Guess the Continental Cup stuff, or Continental Competition, I should say, was not enough to lift their spirits. Could become better than Vergara, huh? Well, I hope he does. That would be pretty awesome. Oh, Hans has been poisoned. It's the enemy. FC Bayern poisoned him. Trying to think of who the best goalkeeper we've had in this save so far. I mean, Pereira, I like Pereira a lot. Probably the best one we might have had might have been the one we had in Turkey, who was already like 32 years old or something like that. I think we sold him to Newcastle or one of those teams in England, and like early on. So obviously he's long since retired by now. Now that being said, I don't have a way to compare him against Broyar. Broyar might just be heads and tails better than him because we're obviously at a better level. But if the guy was good enough to go to the Premier League, he was obviously pretty good. You probably aren't ever going to be anything great, but I still kind of want to keep you around. All right, we'll actually take this game seriously. Hansa sits though. So does Blanco. That actually wouldn't be Johnson anymore. It would be Chicho. And on the right side, it's not Guilherme anymore here. Guilherme goes... Oh, there. I was like, where's... Guilherme goes into Augustin. And in place of Augustin is Castro. Oh, it's this Castro that wants game time. I misunderstood. Hopefully he goes out on loan. And then Hans is still injured, of course. We need to bring in Fall. Okay. We'll go with this. We're just going to sim this because we don't really care, but we would still like to try and win. We care enough to take it seriously and play our better players. Don't care enough to actually watch. Hey, we won by 1 goal. Ooh, Nat Manager. That's... Well, Guilherme, you're about to get some game time. Win the Super Cup again. So that's 4 out of the last 6. Oof. Admin, buddy. I got a cup game coming up in 4 days. I mean, we're not really going to be playing our starters, but I guess I will set this up real quick anyway. Give guys rest where needed. Blanco. We're going to rest him for like a week. And then all you guys get rested for 1 day. Okay. Happy with all that. Still just a B minus. Apparently they think somebody else could do better. Six games unbeaten is a new German Super Cup record? What? I'm confused by what this is saying. Super Cup is just a single game. How could we be on a win streak and we haven't won the last 6? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Most matches without losing versus most matches won in a row. Like, these two numbers. I don't understand these numbers. This doesn't make any sense. What? Like, this is not logical. Because we did. I think we won last year, right? Is that what it said? No, FC Bayern won. Beat us 4-1. I'm sorry, no, we won that one. I'm blind. We won that one. And then they won this one, right? Yeah, we lost this, but we drew, and it went to penalties. Is that all it is? Is that because we've had a couple draws? We beat Borussia Dortmund. We beat Borussia Dortmund. We didn't play in the Super Cup this year at all. And then we beat Borussia Dortmund. I guess the draw doesn't count against us. Obviously, the year we didn't play in it doesn't count against us. And, okay, I guess we have won 6 in a row. We've not lost 6 in a row, which is a very strange stat to keep track of. But, okay, I guess I see where they're getting it from. Really weird. No, never. Never, never, never. Never, never, never. Zavatsky is here until he retires. Ozturk, I could sort of technically see moving on, but thankfully he has no interest, and I don't want him to leave either. Yay, he's not a problem anymore. Go be somebody else's problem. I think I was getting the two Castros mixed up, to be perfectly honest. So this is the Castro we don't care about, who we made a promise to accidentally, because I thought it was the other Castro. Now we don't have to be confused anymore. We've only got one Castro. I mean, Zavatsky, yeah, stays captain. Matt McKern, but yeah, totally. I mean, the only thing I could see changing here would be swapping these two. But no, there's no reason to change anything as long as these guys are still doing what they're doing. Luan. Do I remember this guy? I don't think we ever had this guy. Yeah, we never played him, so I don't know who that guy is. All right, just play whoever. I mean, 19.5 million for a guy that, how much did we pay for him? 6 mil? He doesn't want to go, but that is the kind of profit we were hoping to turn on a guy that we paid 6 mil for, you know, triple in profit. Nothing wrong with that. And he's not going to be in our starting squad ever. I'll say yes, because what if he changes his mind? That's good money right there. Like I said, we could probably get a little bit more from him someday, but tripling our investment after 2 years, I'm 100% okay with that. I know. Karen, maybe we want to keep around. Which probably means we want to take him off the loan list. Oh, I don't know why I thought loans were on the same page. Why am I blind and I don't see loans listed anywhere? I'm apparently blind. He's listed for loan. I don't want a listing for loan. There we go. Couldn't find it. No status set. Samandio guy could be really good. He's the kind of guy that I might be willing to just stretch a little bit for, because he could be a really good striker for us. I mean, yeah. Do we stretch for Amandio? I think we do. We haven't really stretched for anybody else, right? We haven't got a lot of people in so far. I don't want to go crazy on our money, but I mean, again, just somebody else that can be there that's worth something someday. You're going to push me up to 57 million. That's a lot of money. Don't think we want to go crazy, that crazy, but we will go down to like, I don't know, 21 and I don't say 14. Move up to 7 here. 42 mil. It's a little bit above his price, but because we're putting on like a payment plan, that's usually pretty normal. Dropped him down to 51. I might just drop you down a little bit here. Put you at 46. And we're paying over for him. He may never be anything. He's the best we've seen, though. And we got to still plan for the future to some degree, right? I might actually train him as an inverted winger on support on the left-hand side. Because, again, we've already talked about Perez. We need a really good one over there. I mean, Yurt Gubin could be that guy. I think this guy could be better. Anything you want to change here? I mean, we'll probably just swap you guys around. And then everybody else can kind of play. Yeah, I'm okay with all this. Play mostly our backup players. Oh. Hey, that Castro guy. Goodness gracious. Elia, 5 goals. Osterk, 4. Okay. That was stomping. Where are they? Are they on the 3rd league or are they down further? Oh, they're down further. No wonder. How did we get these guys? Poor guys. Semi-pro league, and we just absolutely embarrassed them. No. I'm going to say no, because I might actually want to retrain you. I mean, you might end up there, but we also might want to retrain you. Okay. I'm going to cap you with all that. It's good to see Guilherme playing, get some assists as well. Like he's obviously, I mean, again, it's a nothing team, but still got to do the job. Oh, we got a Bundesliga game coming up. We did play mostly rotational guys that time, so I think we'll be fine for this Bundesliga Schalke game. Catalan. This is a guy we do want to kind of move on. See, if they want to give me 5 mil for this, I think he's better than 5 mil. Or we just accept and take a loss. I'm going to say no. I think we can get more from him than that. Move him to under 19s. I think that's acceptable. Yes. You to under the second team. You're never going to be anybody we care about, so this is also okay. What are Schalke's chances of the league this year? Okay, 12th. Then we can probably play a little bit of rotational squad here. Although I'd hate to get the season started off with a loss, to be fair, but I mean, we should be fine. We'll see how our guys are feeling. If our starter guys are still feeling okay, we'll probably just play them. But if not, then I definitely am willing to rotate a bit. Speaking of our starting squad, I need to change our starting squad a little bit. All right, let's go with that. Brovich is a guy that we're willing to sell if the price is good enough. 19.25 is good enough. Right, because this is the guy we paid for 6 mil, right? Yep. Hey, we play a semi-real team. I didn't realize they're down in the second league, though. It used to be a real team. Got our striker. Or whatever we decide to turn him into. Amandio. Probably one of the best wonder kids we brought through in a while. Where's he from? Portuguese. That's actually impressive, getting a guy this good from Portugal. Do I want to retrain him back here? Do I want to train him up here? I don't know. I mean, he's definitely not going to play attacking midfielder on the left side, but he'll play one of these other spots. I think he'd be good at either. Honestly. Tempted to retrain him as a winger, though. Give us a really strong option over there again when Perez leaves. Okay. We'll train him there. He's already got some experience in that role. And I think he's young, so he's gonna get better over time. Does he have a chance to be homegrown at the club? He does. So yeah, this is good. I'm happy. Okay, I need to change some things here. So let's go to our best squad, and then let's move a few things around. Okay, Elia Ostrich is still good. Horvat's good. Guilherme drops back to this spot. And then, again, Castro comes into that spot. Nobody else changes in the starting line. And then Kuznetsov, I think we'll move into here. Okay. That's our new best squad. And so now we need to move Natman out. Guilherme comes into there. And then we'll check whoever else it might be risk of injury. I mean, cars, it says very high, but it's overall low, so I'm okay with that. We might just be playing our starters here. Okay, Blanco's still resting. That's good. Car is also high, though, so let's bring Johnson in. Not Johnson, sorry, Chicho in for Vergara. And I'm bringing Cousins off. Okay. Happy with all that. I mean, we're a little bit weak on the defensive side of things. Maybe it's a mistake. I'm just hoping we outscore them. And we'll let them get a goal. But we did score 3 goals, and we did outscore them. Zavatsky, Farkas, Cars all picking up goals. Zavatsky out injured, but that's all right. We got Castro. And we start our Bundesliga run on a good spot. I have no idea how this Amadeo guy is going to fit in, but we'll figure it out. I still think he was worth picking up. $14 going up to 17.5. Probably not as good. We're going to ignore that one. It's more upfront money, I believe, but still, I don't think it's what we're looking for. All right, out to Juventus. See you later, buddy. I mean, when we got a guy that's okay but not amazing, and Juventus wants him, we've got a really good team. If our third tier of trash is good enough for Juventus, that's pretty impressive. How would Perez not be an automatic in the Mexican national team? Like, that doesn't make any sense. He's very likely the best midfielder on the left-hand side in the world. He's a legendary attack. He's a legendary attacking midfielder. What? Why is this even a conversation? Like, he's guaranteed, right? Oh boy. I like when we have elite players that are squad players for us. I mean, they don't agree, and they're technically good enough to not be in general, but our team is different. Oh my god, worth 63 million. Yeah, okay, good luck with that. I hope he moves on to success. Alfredo, you come by every year complaining about your start time. Okay, he's happy. It's always a gamble to hit that button, but you're gonna get game time, I promise. Just maybe not as much as you want. I mean, I want you to leave as well, but we gotta get the good price. Okay, fine. Somebody gives you 9 mil for you. We'll take the loss and we'll move on with our lives. Sometimes our gambles don't pay off. Like most of the time they do, but occasionally they don't. So it's okay. Yeah, I don't think so. Just sending you out on loan just so you get some game time. And then yeah, I mean, at least it keeps you quiet. You're happy with us. Surely we can do better than that, though. This guy's better than that. No, I mean, you gotta pay his wages. Yeah, I'm sorry. You gotta pay his wages. I mean, at least bring it up to, if you paid half his wages, like if you had come up a little bit, I probably would have said, yeah, okay. You didn't even want to negotiate at all? No, thank you. The guy's good enough to start for any team in the world. He just happens to be a little bit lower priority for us right now because of who else we have. All right, everybody, a little bit of boost in happiness. I mean, I don't blame you, but you're also hungry in a club. Let's see if we can get some game time. It's risky, but I'd like to keep him around. Car's pretty tired. Nutman's still injured. Do I bring Fall in? Bring Fall in for Farkas, I guess. But I do want Farkas on the bench. Who else needed game time? Alfredo's okay. I think it was a Castro wanted some game time. All right, Castro, I'll give you a chance as well. Or nothing. Good job. Army 6.8, Fall 6.8, Castro 7.8 with an assist. Good job there. Apparently Zavodsky came on and scored a goal. Awesome. All right, good stuff. It's Horvat, okay. Gotta get him some more game time. I mean, 96 mil for Oster is nice, but no. Should we pay for Osterk? 12 mil. That's a pretty good return. But no, we like Osterk. Even though he's third string or fourth string for us technically, or he's basically second string behind 6 is really how it works. So I still like him. All right, let's get you out if we can. Everybody else is okay. All right, let's move on. Inter, AC Milan, Everton, Fiorentina, Real Madrid, Feyenoord, Young Boys, and Trabzonspor. Love the fact that we're going back to our old team. Possibly in our final season. Maybe not, but we'll see. That's awesome. It's a challenging fixture list. Yeah, it is definitely challenging. I mean, Real Madrid this is actually a pretty tough list, to be honest. There's a few that should be pretty easy, but some of them are actually going to be quite the challenge. All right, doesn't matter too much. We just got to get through the. Just got to get through it. We don't have to win every game. I guess is what I'm saying. I mean, this is just not what we're looking for. It's closer. All right, we'll say yes to that one. We'll say no to that one. Gets him out the door, gets him off of our list of people that might be cranky. That's fine. All right, Perez, good job. How many players do we got listed as elite? Quite a few. World class, elite, love the legendary. In there, got some good players. Very, very happy with that. Eintracht Frankfurt looks like a tough team. Being away from home against a team that's apparently looks pretty good right now. This could be a tough first game. You want to go to Villarreal, which they're not offering. It's not that much lower, so I'm okay with saying yes to that. Honestly, I'm okay with all these. Just go away. Do not be my problem anymore. No to that one though, and no to that one. Okay. Be somebody else's problem. I'm a little nervous about this early season game here against a team that's looking like it could be really good. Player number one squad other than Natman. Chicho coming here for there. Everybody else stays the way they are. Okay, I guess I didn't have anything to be nervous about. Never mind. Abe has turned out to be such a good signing for that left side. I'm so glad we took the time to retrain him because he is looking amazing. Dude, whatever contract you want, my friend. I mean, you're legendary attacking midfielder. You can have anything you want at this point. Sure, you can have it all. I don't even care. I'm happy with giving you anything and everything. Who's listed as our best player? It might actually be Zawadzki. It wouldn't surprise me if it is. Where would that? Doesn't that show up here somewhere? Oh, it would show up on this other thing. Abe and Farkas are listed as key players for us. I love this screen though. This is a funny screen though. And the only reason this screen exists the way it is because Paris has not been counting as over here. And so that means we don't actually get to have Zawadzki on the list as well. Like, it's because of the position for the Dream 11, not because we don't have the 11 best players. We have the 10 best players. We got a good squad, guys. We got a ridiculously good squad. It's interesting that Abe is listed as one of our two best players, though. This is just a pure loan, which means we could potentially sell him on for more some other day. We'll say yes to that one. If he wants to go there, gives us options for later. So we are a legend, right? Yeah, we're a legend. Anybody else? None of our other players are legends right now. Man, we were so close to getting the stadium named after us. Zavatsky's an icon. So, and 6. Okay, so those are the only 2 icons right now. And then, of course, we got favorite personnel. Hans, Elia, Cars, Osterk, and Paris. Yeah. Makes sense. Obviously, Abe's going to get on this list very quickly if he's as good as he appears to be. Dynamo Dresden, 5th after what? 2 games? 3 games? 3 games. Impressive. I don't think we're getting anybody else into the team, to be honest, but you never know. Castro scored 2 goals for Shaka. Good job, buddy. I don't know. Anything we would actually even remotely look for? Goalkeeper. Even though we have the best goalkeeper in Germany right now, we don't have any good solid backups. I'm actually probably not going to take part. Not any actual business that I'm looking to do. I'm gonna reject this one. We've already got some other offers that are better. Guajardo, who are you again? Somebody we kind of do care about a little bit. If you could still be homegrown in club or in Germany, you can still be homegrown in Germany. So we're okay with sending you to somewhere in Germany. Both of these are actually okay. Except that they have optional future fees. So do we want to sell this guy someday? Yeah, we double our money very quickly. Yeah, why not? He's a guy that probably will never do anything for us. Double our money, just a quick turnaround. Why not? Okay. I mean, no. No. Yes, sort of. It's just a loan. Gets him off of our grumpy list. And maybe we can do something with him later. Okay, that's fine. Catalan. It's kind of the same as all the other offers, so we'll just say yes, even though I doubt he'll go there. Okay. He's going where he wants to go. Happy with that. Who are you? Somebody we never knew? Nyachev, though. We got 700K for that deal. Guy we bought him for 5.75, sold for almost 10 times the amount. He played well for us. No complaints about Nyachev at all. He's not played well, at least not as well in the first division. And they sold him on for a little bit of a loss, but to Chelsea, of all teams. So, you know, good for you, buddy. Go do good things. All right, so that's just a loan. We're okay with that. Gets him off the grumpy list. And doesn't necessarily sell a guy that you might want to keep around long term someday. We'll see. Or sell him for good money lecture. Who knows? Does this not reset these? Okay, no, they're canceled. Yeah. Straight up canceled. Cool. We're still only 4th on this list, despite having by far the best team in Germany. The guy we broke even on wasn't really impressed with him. Moved on to Real San Sebastian though. He's had a. I mean, we got him from Ukraine, took him for a year, sent him back to Ukraine. He's not like he's been a bad player. He's been okay. He's just never been the kind of player that we need. At least we got enough homegrown players in all the right spots to looks like we were able to register everybody. So that's really the most important thing. I mean, 4-year deal for Perez, that takes him to 33 years of age. That takes him to the end of his playing time, right? Like I can't imagine he'll be playing much more after that. That's a good deal, I think. If he plays 4 more years, will I have been his manager for most of his career? We were manager for 2 years there. And then he'll play 4 more up here. That'll put him at 7. That'll be 9 years. That means he played. I'm not going to count before Trapson's 4 because that's when he was young. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Barely. If he plays 4 more years, we'll have him for 1 year more. We'll have him just barely most of his like actual professional career. Because again, this is when he was a youngster. I'd be happy with that. Did we overpay for him? Hard to say. We paid a lot of money for the guy. Possibly overpaid for him, but he's also been amazing. So it's kind of one of those situations where if you could we have gotten him cheaper? Was he probably worth less? Sure, probably worth 100 mil, not 200 mil like we paid. But since we've got him and we're able to cover the cost through other sales, and everything's okay, it's not like our books are like broken right now, and he's been amazing for us. Then it's kind of like, you know what? It doesn't matter how much we paid for him. He's been amazing for us, and we've been able to cover the cost in other ways. I mean, one of the ways we've been able to cover the cost for a guy like Perez is by bringing this guy right here in for 6.5 mil, and now he's one of the best players on the team. I mean, that's how you cover the cost for players like Perez, by getting other players that are only cost you £6 billion or whatever. All right, everybody's good there. I mean, I do want to play my best squad, but anybody that's kind of borderline trouble, we'll swap them out. But it looks like everybody's good. Three nothing. Zawadzki, Hansis, Cars all picking up goals. Very dominating performance again. It's a lot of green dots. A lot of green dots. All right, Inter coming up. This is going to be a tough one. This, especially away from home. This is actually going to be a legit tough game. Hey, Brucey Bonus, how's it going? I am doing well. Thank you for asking. '20 anticipation. Yeah, this is a really good player as well. We got a couple good ones. This one's also very good. How's the save I'm playing in Germany too? I mean, we're the best team in Germany, like by far. It's not even close. Still trying to get back-to-back championship league wins. I'm hoping for that soon, but we'll get there. I mean, we went the route of getting tons of Wonder Kids in, and those Wonder Kids have developed into ridiculously good players. I mean, are pretty good. I mean, we got some that haven't quite reached their potential, but just about everybody's 4.5 to 5 star potential players, and some of them are already at 4.5 to 5 star as of their current ability. So we'll get there. Inter game might be a bit tough for us though, being away from home. Natman's still injured. Guilherme comes in for you. Everybody else I think needs to play because of this being a really good team. All right, we're just going to sim this one as well. We don't care about the Champions League stuff until we get to the last ones. Oh, we can go ahead and bring some subs. That's right. Fall can come on. Come on, Fall. Get into the spot, please. Why are you not coming? Okay, it's not let me drag and drop people. Weird. Fall. Neto. And Amadio. Good, Amadio. There you are. All right, go with that. I knew that one. I knew this was going to be a tough one. Away from home against Inter. Not surprised by that, actually. I mean, we should have gotten beat just based off statistics, but probably not by 4-1. That seems a little harsh. The second division promotion, second season, I won the DFB Pokal and finished 7th, third season. In the Europa League, and finished 5th, and now I'm in the 4th season, 4th in the league, and played 5 games. So 1, 4, 3, drawn 2. Yeah, that's pretty good. Like I said, in the Bundesliga, we've won 5 in a row, so we are pretty dominant at the moment. I think we've won 4 of the last 6 in the DFB Pokal. 1, 2, 3. We've won 5 of the last 7 in the DFB Pokal. So pretty good there. Just Champions League. It's the only one we're chasing. We've only won it once. 2 seasons ago. So, well, 3 seasons ago. So we're trying to win that. Obviously, starting off with a loss to Inter is not great, but again, it's away from home. Good team. I'm not concerned about it by any stretch because it's just the league's play. We don't have to win every game in the league to do well overall. Cars is second on young player odds. Well, then you got to ask yourself, why don't we have the rest of these guys? Haha. 23-year-old good striker. That's a really good striker. That's a good defender. Yeah, these are some good players. Wow. I'm impressed. How old are you? 23? Sar, 23 years old, defensive midfielder. I think we've got better defensive midfielders than that. So I'm okay with that. Mbassa. That is also a really good striker. All right, we'll rotate a bit against Mainz here. That way we're fresh from AC Milan and Borussia Dortmund to follow. I'm just trying to build up the money so I can bring in young Warner kids. How's Alan Obando? I have no idea who Alan Obando is. I'm not familiar with... If that's a real-life player, I'm not familiar with real-life players. I mean, I've heard of, obviously, some of the big names for sure, but I don't actually follow real-life football. Plus, we're what, 16 years into the... no, sorry. This game starts in 23, 24 or 24, 25? I don't remember. So we're like, what, 13, 14 years into the future? Half the good players of today are probably already retired. Young striker, he's 21. My save brought him in for 2.1 mil last season. Got voted new player of the season over Palmer and Rod. Oh, that's pretty good. It's good to have a good striker. I mean, I realize that sounds like an obvious statement, but for me personally, like I could have good every other player, and if I don't have good strikers, I just feel like I have a bad team. But if I've got a good striker and everybody else is bad, I feel like I've got a good team. Like strikers just... You got to have a good striker. I mean, support players still also have to be good, of course. But I think a good striker is it's kind of one of the most critical spots. The rest of the team can be a little bit lackluster as long as you get a good striker. 15 games played, 14 goals. That's pretty good. Pretty good. All right. I need to do some rotation here. So 6 coming back from a little bit of injury. Let's bring in Ozturk for you. Not even look at anybody else. Perez, let's bring in Horvat. I'm going to definitely bring out one of the defensive midfielders. Let's bring out Farkas for Fall. Natman, I kind of need to get him back into action a little bit. Maybe not today, though. Go ahead and bring in Kuznetsov. Get him some more game time. All right, everybody else looks good. Let's bring in Amandio for Perez. Chicho can come in for Natman. 6 can stay in, I think. Let's just bring Neto in. It's going to be fine. All right, let's go with this. Three to 1. Ozturk picking up a go. Blanco picking up a go. Oh, who else? Paolini picking up a go. Nice. All right. Definitely have to play our good players in the upcoming game. Who's our top goal scorer right now? Elia with 10 in 2 starts. Elia has 10 goals in 2 starts and 6 substitutes. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Again, it's funny because Elia is good enough and he gets so many goals that you could argue he should be starting for us. But at the same time, he's getting 10 goals in 2 starts and 6 subs. Why would I ever change anything? Why would I ever start this guy? There's no reason to ever start this guy if he's capable of getting 10 goals on 6 substitute appearances. He's obviously doing something right as coming on as a substitute. Don't change it. Don't touch it. Leave him as a sub unless he gets grumpy. And he's going to give us 30 goals this season as a substitute. I mean, that's just the way it's going to work. %57% chance to win this. Okay. All right, player starting squad for this game for sure. Obviously, other than Perez. Nap can stay though. And let's bring Amadeo in for Perez. And then we'll bring in Chicho, Fall, and Neto. And that'll be it. Let's go. Gotta get a win today. There's a home game against AC Milan. This one should be a win. I was not super disappointed about the loss to Inter, because it's away from home against a good team. I would have been disappointed if we'd lost this game. This game absolutely needs to be a win, and it was. Picking up a pair of goals as a defensive left back. That's pretty good. All right, Borussia Dortmund coming up. Should be it's gonna be a pretty tough game. I'm not super concerned if we lose it. This is kind of one of those games it's okay to lose because we're gonna basically win every other game that we play in Germany, so I'm not super worried about it. I mean, I'd still like to win it. It is a home game, so theoretically we should be fine. Actually playing Wolfsburg right now. Well, hopefully in your case you beat them. I have no actual personal ties to Wolfsburg. They just happen to be the team that hired us from Turkey. So in your universe, since it's not my universe, I'm okay with them beating them. Oh, come on, buddy. But I've had a lot of fun at Wolfsburg. This has been a good run. This is definitely the best team I've ever had in Football Manager going back 8 years, 9 years, something like that. Same with me in Hamburg. I'm actually a Blackpool fan, but my German team is SV Werder Bremen. Okay. I need to pick a team someday to just root for probably, but I just haven't. Funny thing, my brother-in-law is from England, but he's a big Liverpool fan. Harry Maguire scored his 6th goal in the white of Hamburg. All right. We're already on a 17 goal differential. 5 games in. Oh, we're just too good for the league at this point. Doesn't mean we won't lose to Borussia Dortmund. That's fine. You don't have to win every game to be the best team in the Germany. You just have to win the vast majority of the games. Everybody has an off day. Top player development. We got 36 players playing in what's the qualification here? Just top leagues? Okay. That's pretty cool. AC Milan of all places. That's interesting actually. So in this game, it is a home game. I'm hopeful of a win here, but yeah, okay. It's Borussia Dortmund. I think we got FM'd a little bit, guys. I think we got FM'd a bit. Yeah, we got FM'd. Apparently that's the only way teams can beat us is by FMing us. At least it takes the pressure off of a perfect season, which probably overrated. Leipzig and Dortmund have a game in hand. Well, sounds still pretty good. I mean, you gotta be happy with being up there, at least in the conversation. You're what, 15, 16, 17 games in? That's pretty good. Actually, almost halfway through the season. If you're almost halfway through the season and you've got, you're in second, or at least in the conversation for second place, that's a really good place to be, obviously. Got 3 players in the national team. Well, most of our players are from overseas, so I guess that makes sense. Like, we really don't have that many German players at all, do we? Japan, 2 Poland, Argentina, Israel, Slovenia, USA, Mexico, Spain, 1 Germany, 2 Germanys, 3 Germanys, 4 Germanys. Yeah, and only 2 of those are even players that we play. Got a couple Brazils. There's another Argentina, France. I mean, we have a very, very diverse team here. We actually have 3 Brazilians. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like the diversity of the team. It's pretty awesome. So you start with the second division side, and there's still 4 players you started with still in your squad. That's always fun when you get players of the lower leagues that actually are good enough to play in the higher leagues. Oh, Perez out for 7 weeks. I mean, he just got injured, and now he's back injured again. That's rough. I mean, the only good thing about that is that Amadeo is going to get plenty of substitute time. I should not have said his name out loud, apparently. Okay, then. Torn hamstring. That's just great. Well, that left side is going to be a little bit bothersome at the moment. I mean, do we even have anybody else that can play over here? We can move Abe up. I guess in an emergency, if something happens to Horvat, we can move Abe up and play somebody else on the left. Okay. All right, at least we have technically an option. Torn hamstring though, that could affect his development though. He may never develop into who he's actually going to be. Had the potential to be someday with 2 months of torn hamstring. That's the type of injury that could come back and get you later. Schumann, Player of the Month. Good job, buddy. I didn't realize you were Japanese. I just didn't realize you were, but it's not a very Japanese sounding name. I mean, I don't know what a Japanese sounding name sounds like, to be fair, but Schumann is not one I would put on my list. Maybe that's not how it's pronounced. We're getting a lot of injuries. It's not good. Fall getting a go. Good job, buddy. So all three of our left wingers are gone now. Wow. What are the odds? That is, come on, game. That is just cruel and unusual punishment right there. Well, I cannot be held responsible for any games we lose over the next 2 months, apparently, because all of our left wingers are gone. I've been giving Fall playing time. Like, what are you talking about? You can't play on the left, can you? I know you can play on the right. I just wasn't sure about the left. You are within the price range we are happy with. 6'1", decent jumping reach. Heading's not great, but you know, you're only 17. Okay. Let's see what we can do with you. Seven. It's fine. We'll give him that. That's okay with me. You can have him back. That's fine. Yeah, I guess we move Abe up and let Alfredo play on that left-hand side. Oh, actually, I forgot to actually rest Blanco, though. Rest him for a week. I'm definitely much more nervous about this game than I would have been had we not had all those injuries. It is what it is. Blanco needs to rest some more. I don't know. Let's bring in the other goalkeeper. Cool. All right, we'll go with that. I'm not sure how I feel about this game. This game is going to be a little something. We'll see. We got it. We had to work for it. They only had 2 shots on target, and both of them were goals. Come on, Pereira. Do better than that. I'll hold you accountable for that, my friend. Finances are pretty low because we just had to pay out the Horvat deal, but that's okay. That's all done and behind us now. Yeah, okay. Well, like I said, we skated by that game. I mean, this next game's not going to be any easier. It's like we got Zavatsky back, though. I mean, you've had... I don't understand. You actually had quite a bit of game time. I played you quite a bit. Very strange assessment, my friend. Your player won the World Player of the Year award. Apparently we have the best player in the world. Who is it? Golden Ball went to Perez. 6 was third. Very cool. 36 appearances, 11 goals, 21 assists. He was responsible for 32 goals in 36 games. Meanwhile, Six was responsible for 40 goals. Oh, Six is very good as well. Paolini was third on this list. Not bad. Broyar getting Golden Glove. 30 shots conceded, 24 clean sheets. All right, we got time to do this one more game, and then that'll be the end of the stream. A couple losses that, I mean, I'm not super surprised about, but still disappointing, obviously. I mean, nobody likes to lose, right? I kind of called those losses before we went in there, although I didn't expect to lose as badly as we did, I suppose. That's probably the part that surprised me. All right, what we got? Horvat is almost back. It's good to see. Abe moves up. Alfredo moves in. Anybody else need to kind of rest? Yeah. Cars needs to rest. We'll bring Elia in. Botsky can stay. Farkas sits out for fall. Blanco sits out for Jorgensen. Chicho comes in for Blanco. We'll bring Farkas in for Perez, I guess. And then Neto comes in for Horvat or something like that. That'll be good. All right, we got a team that's capable of winning this. A little bit of rotation, but we kind of need it. Definitely capable of winning this, though. So let's see if we can take care of business. We did. Not super surprising, or not a super crazy game, but Elia picking up a pair of goals. That's great to see. And there we go. Temporarily sends us... No, actually it does. Actually, officially sends us top of the league. It looks like Borussia Dortmund lost to Hoffenheim. Okay. Actually, Hoffenheim's doing well. They're in 4th place right now. So officially top of the league there, which feels good. Obviously, Elia, great performance from him as always. We expect that from him every time he comes on. And then we're still in the running here in Champions League, 2 games in. So we just gotta do better here. We'll be fine. But that'll be it for today. My next live stream will be tomorrow, which will be normally Farming Simulator, but right now we're actually playing American Trucking Simulator because Farming Simulator, we're waiting for FS25 to come out. Then we'll be back Saturday with something in Civilization. I think we're back to Persia, I want to say. And then we'll be back to this game on next Monday. Before I forget though, next Tuesday, I will not be streaming next Tuesday. Tomorrow, yes. Next Tuesday, wait a minute, do I have it right? Let me make sure my schedule's right. I might be off by a week. Next Tuesday is... Oh, I'm sorry. I will be streaming next Tuesday. Yep. It's the Tuesday after that I won't be streaming. So I'll remind you guys again when we get closer to that. But for now, I do appreciate everybody coming out, watching the VODs. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.